On December 31st, the last dawn of 2019, the Chinese National Health Commission informed World Health Organization about a pneumonia-like disease of unknown cause. Who knows that, within months it would spread across all global regions and would be declared a pandemic with more than 1.8 million victims worldwide. So this is a global case study on this COVID-19 outbreak, involving various topics of general concern. The first section includes the origin of COVID-19, the basic information about it, its prevention and preparation of vaccine. And in the last section, we will discuss that whether it was a human-prepared virus or not, its impact on global economy, why Europe and the United States is suffering more than Asia, or particularly China, or Africa. Can we blame China for this outbreak, and how the world is dealing with the threat, and particularly, the superpower United States? Of course, last section of this video is more important than the first one, so it will be discussed in detail. At the very end of this study, we will go through recent reports on coronavirus, its confirmed cases, recoveries, and deaths. Now, let's move to the origin of this virus. This virus emerged in Wuhan City, Hubei province of China. The first such case was reported in mid-November, but Chinese health authorities informed World Health Organization on December 31, 2019. The researchers funded by U.S. National Institute of Health have proposed that this virus has been acquired by humans from a non-human host, either in pathogenic form or non-pathogenic form, most probably from bats. Studies have also revealed that this virus has different varieties in different regions of world. Although there are very minor differences in variations, but it seems that vaccine developed in one region may not be as effective in other regions as it ought to be. Now some basic information on this pandemic. Coronavirus was named as COVID-19 on 11th February officially by the World Health Organization. COVID-19 is an acronym of Novel Coronavirus Disease 2019. Its symptoms vary from very mild fever or cough to difficult breathing in severe cases. It spreads from human to human. It may be through breathing, coughing, or any physical contact with any infected person. Now, a fact that most you may not be aware of, is that it can remain airborne for more than 8 hours. So wearing a mask and gloves is always recommended. There are around 1.9 million cases reported in more than 188 countries, and more than 120,000 deaths have been recorded until the upload date of this video. So up till mortality rate of coronavirus is 3.4% as calculated by World Health Organization. This rate is not much impressive as compared to its ascendants, Middle East respiratory syndrome with 34% and severe acute respiratory syndrome with around 15%. Here it should be noted that these were not pandemics and they had relatively low cases as compared to COVID-19. To be more precise, SARS had 8,100 cases worldwide and Middle East respiratory syndrome had 2,500 cases worldwide. Now coming towards last and most important section of this video, the impact of this pandemic on our international relations and global economy, why Europe and the United States is adversely affected by this outbreak despite its emergence in mainland China, how the world is coping up with this disease as the number of infectants rise enormously day by day, who should be blamed for this outbreak and why, China or the whole world. First of all, some highlights of the impact. More than 100 countries have put travel restrictions on government levels, especially on tourism and business trips or meetings. The European Union banned flights across its borders and the United States has banned travelers from European airports. In addition to this, supermarkets and online delivery services has reported a huge increase in demand utilities like rice, wheat, sugar, toilet paper, and else. This shows panic among general masses as they are preparing for the worst times. Major world capitals have been put under severe lockdown, bringing a total halt to major industrial production chains. Most specifically, China, where COVID-19 first appeared, sales, investments, and industrial productions, all fell in the first 2 months of this year as compared to the same period in 2019. We have discussed that this virus appeared in China. China has 14 neighbors, but none of them is adversely affected like Europe and the United States. There must be a logical answer to this. So here in Europe, governments are not used to giving harsh orders and the citizens are not used to following them as well. As the disease outbreaks in China, Europe had weeks of initial warning along with United States. Moreover, China has twice as many people as the whole Europe. Despite all these facts, experts say that Europeans are paying a price for living in open, affluent democracies, where people are used to free movement, easy travel, and independent decision-making, and where governments worry about public opinions. Governments here are not used to giving harsh orders and the citizens are also not used to follow them as well. On the other hand, China acted with a severity and breadth that stunned the West, making unpopular decisions and accepting deep economic damage as the price to contain the disease. It closed off tens of millions of people, prohibiting them from leaving their cities and even their homes. Here another fact is that, people in India, Pakistan, and all African countries are somehow immune from malaria and dengue-like diseases, which gives them better immunity against COVID-19 as compared to the rest of the world. Moreover, these countries do not have better healthcare facilities as compared to their Western counterparts. So their people are naturally more immune against this pandemic. Here another fact to be noticed is that, the average age of European countries is much higher than Asia or Africa. Because Asia and Africa have relatively younger population due to low life expectancy. In fact, Europe is the oldest continent with Italy as its oldest country. Now, here only two of the topics from the geopolitical category are remaining. So we will discuss them in further detail in the next part of this study. And we will also go through the current reports on coronavirus cases and deaths, as they will be a more clearer in a day or two. So guys, don't forget to subscribe my channel to receive notification on the next part of this corona case study. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends as well. Take care guys.